Track 5, aka Tato, Oye, salute to the real rights. The rest of you, SMD, suck my dick, go play in traffic, high speed, preferably trucks, that is. You right. Martin Luther King had a dream, non-violent, non-violent. We're gonna continue that dream. Listen, don't play with us. Just go play in the park with your kids. If you don't got kids, go play in the park with your nieces and nephews. If you don't got nieces and nephews, find an opposite sex that lost their other spouse and help raise their kids. That's to help the world, to help the dream. You know what I mean? To build more better people, more better minds. You know what I mean? More better minds, pardon. But anyway, y'all know me, Track 5 aka Tato. I'm out and about. I'm somewhere. I'm cooling. I'm vibing. I'm just sitting here thinking, you heard? So don't judge me if I say anything wrong or, I'm not trying to be offensive to nobody. I'm just sitting here thinking. I decided to press record and give this to somebody out there that might understand what I'm talking about and try to take things further because I'm constantly trying to take myself further and I'm trying to take y'all with me. So let's get it. Today's topic is how misery starts hate, aka people become haters. Now, I'm not trying to be funny, I laugh, but nah, for real though, bro. Like this shit is tragic. This shit is a disease. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like it's that serious, bro. Follow this. Now, if you watch part one, you understand where I was going with things. You know what I mean? This is listen, bro. If you don't utilize your features and you don't move forward with the way that you supposed to operate so that you can have all the things and all of your dreams and desires, whatever it is that you want, like when you watching that car go by, you're like, I want one of those. It probably started out young, whatever. Some start off ASAP haters in misery, you know what I mean? But we gonna go with the ones that was normal at one time. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened, B. For real, this is what happened. I know for sure. Let me throw this in there. I know for sure. I know for sure because I was becoming one a few years back. I'm actually doing worse than what I was back then, but I was doing a little bit bad. And I was watching people excel past me. Like for real. I didn't say this to nobody or nothing, but I never did no real actual hater, like scratch cars or, like do no hater show, start an argument just because I was hating. I never really acted on it because I never stayed in that spot that long. Thank God. Should get tragic, you heard? Hate, nigga. It goes forever. Excuse me. It's eternal. You know what I mean? Like that's how much I'm stuttering. Like it's eternal, bro. Like that shit. You can't duck it. You can't hide. That's why they say most people that already made it or started their climb, towards success. They just say embrace it. You know what I'm saying? They say it's so easy too. Like, yeah, I don't worry about it. They just go through life like, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's deep, bro. I'm not gonna keep cutting, but it's deep. That's why some go with it like that so much that because they get so much that I can't see shit coming. That's why they end up getting murdered too, because the hate was so real that somebody did want them done, and they caught up with them at some point. But they was so like, I can't focus on that because it's from every angle. Dealerships they walk into, walking down the street, driving in their Benz. They sometimes it's at home. It's coming from their mother, their sister, their brother, their girlfriend. Talking about the hate, the envy. You know what I'm saying? It's coming from so many different angles that it's like, nigga, I can't even enjoy none of this shit. So I might as well just relax so I can enjoy some of this shit until it's time. You try to put all the perimeters around you of to protect you from getting murdered or getting touched, but sometimes those perimeters, don't work, and your guard was down, or you took those perimeters down because you was like, look, I need to be by myself and feel normal. I'm gonna jump in the car and drive myself over here today, or I'm only gonna take one dude with me today. And you should have had 10 niggas around you, 20 niggas around you all the time, depending on who you are, what type of money you got, what type of status you on. That's my opinion. You should have that. Yeah, I know it sounds scary, sound bitchy. I don't care. I'm on this next level. This next level requires this type of protection. It's that simple. I don't care. Just like when you got the one gun on you and you was nobody knew you too much like that, and the hate was kind of lower. You know what I mean? And you was able to move through. You was like, I need my gun though. You didn't leave without your gun. Well, the more money and the more fame or the more whatever, even if it's on a small scale level, you need more protection. Just like you used to grab that one gun and be like, that's all I need, nigga. I don't need no friend. But now you getting more, you're doing more, your worth is more. You need more, and you need enough hands for you to hold enough guns and enough eyes to see who coming and hit them first, even if it causes you going to jail. I don't want to promote that, but I'm just saying the movies do it. Everybody's doing it. This is what I don't know, to protect yourself. You just get the right gun, get a license. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You grab a license. But my point, man. My point. Getting to the point. I'm not here to promote that. I'm just trying to say logic. This is what I'm sitting here thinking. Instead of just thinking it and doing what I do and progress these levels, I decided to press record, like, comment, subscribe below. Let's get it. I'm trying to talk to people. Yeah, haters is all around, moving around. They want to see shit. They don't want shit to get done. You know what I mean? They don't want this type of conversation to explode and become viral. You know what I mean? And I'm not even looking really for the funds. I'm looking for really just the thoughts and the energy of this is what got to be done. It's really that simple. Protect your features if you got all your features. If you don't got all your features, still protect the features you got. It's just that simple, bro. Trap 5 aka Tato, oh yeah, at me. You know the vibe.
Mhm.
Nah, more. But yeah, so getting back to the point, I had to breathe. My bro just pulled out my But getting back to the point, so misery, my fault, 'cause that was real. Let me know if you want me to go in on that. I can really break that down. But we gonna go back to the misery. The misery, how it create hate, and haters. Hate. I like to say, AKA haters, because if you hate, you a hater. You know what I mean? There's somebody out there or something that you're gonna be hating on, not just talking about and saying I dislike this, I dislike that. You're gonna be a actual hater. So misery brings that. And where does this misery come from? It usually stems from you got all your features, you got everything you need, the tools, like tools to build, whatever, the tools. You got the tools to do whatever, and you're looking at the other person that used their tools and built a Mercedes. They didn't literally build it; they went and bought it, but they went and built their credit by working 5 years straight. For example, they got a co-loan from their moms because they usually took care of things, so she didn't mind co-signing for them because they was responsible, been working for a certain period of time, and she just want to help him. He got that support or she got that support. Things like that, and they built, meaning they built a Benz. Now he got it. He actually got possession of it. It's his, whether it's payments or not. It really doesn't matter. So when you haters start to bring up, for example, shit like it's not even yours, you making payments. That's some hater shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. But I'm just using that as an example to throw that in. But getting back focused on the point when I'm saying you created that, so it's your, you know what I mean, finesse, whoever you are, when you got all your features, you know what I mean, and you can see, touch, and work, and talk, and communicate, build your communication skills so you can talk if that's the problem, because you got all your other features, but it's really the way you wear your do-rag, the way you don't know how to transcend into a different workplace or different environment and be normal, meaning be normal, meaning hello, hi. You go back to gang gang or whatever kind of conversation that you want to call it. I always just say gang gang because that's what I'm from. I'm on my, you know what I mean? Where I'm come from, the mud, me in New York City where I'm at, it's usually that type of conversation with the people I grew up with is not a problem because, we move the world too, by the way. You know what I'm saying? So all of this swag and all of this is moving the world too. That's why it's so talked about. So I'm not down talking to everyone. I say this gang gang or whatever I throw out there. That's just me talking fast and just saying, the ghetto, ebonics of things, whatever ghetto you in. You know what I mean? It's just different slang that we use, but we act and move pretty much the same. Throw garbage out the window, garbage can right in front of us. We spit and we just the way we are. We just take a piss right there when it's a store that we could have went and asked, or we could have went to somebody's house that really live right here, but we'll go across the street and piss in this spot. Those are the things I'm talking about, bro. I can't make this up. It's not fake. So you can be fake. I'm here to talk real shit. You know what I mean? That's the thing about this. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know where it's gonna go with it, but I know I'm not like fake to myself. So this is really what, if I wasn't many other times didn't press record, this is what I would be thinking to myself about myself, trying to better myself, for example, using an example, to not throw garbage out the window. To not throw garbage right here. Even if it's like where I live, I don't throw garbage. But over here I'm just gonna throw it. Somebody else lives here, you selfish bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you gang, I don't care what you trying to say you are. Like, what? Throwing garbage out makes you tough. It makes you that's what the gang is about, being tough and irresponsible. That's what niggas is building. That's the character. See, then that's when I never asked nobody. I'm not trying to get into specifics, but I doubt. I'm gonna put that though. I doubt that's what whoever formed that mission wasn't nothing about that. So suck my dick. I guess you part of that crowd that if you trying to go against that, yeah, suck my dick. SMD, you know what I'm saying? Go play in traffic. My fault, you right. Martin Luther King not go play in the park with the kids. You know the vibe. You know what I mean? My fault, my fault. I don't, you know what I mean? But yeah, so back to the point. It creates misery when you're not using all your features and you seeing underline, underscore, whatever you want to call it. Just do a lot of parentheses around it, all that, and underline this part, bro. When you're seeing other people excelling past you. So when everybody's excelling past you, or that's what you think, because they could be over there struggling at new bins, but they still moving. My fault. I gotta move and adjust the camera real quick. But they still moving, you heard? And they excelling past you. You gonna be. I'm sorry. It probably started out when you was a kid, like I said earlier, and I didn't finish. But you started out cool, all that, and